Let's talk next about strategies to get started with publishing in a professional journal. If you're not a very experienced author, what you might want to do is seek the guidance of a mentor or an experienced author who perhaps could write the paper with you or guide you through the process. I'd highly encourage you to find a mentor or a co-author if it's your first time writing for a publication for a journal. Another way to get started is join a writing team. Ask to be with an experienced group. You can learn a lot from an experienced writing team and learn how to put together the paper in a very, very professional way. You could write a letter to an editor. That's a very short piece, but be aware that many journals don't publish their letters to the editor. Some will. So feel free to write to the editor as a way to get started putting your ideas together, critiquing a past paper, but it won't always be published. It depends on the journal, if they publish or not, and it depends on the space that that journal has to publish letters. Another way to get started with writing might be to write a book review. Some journals publish book reviews. And how does that happen? Well, often publishers will send to the editor new books, asking the editor to please publish a review of that new book. And that's a way for the publisher to help promote new texts. So as an editor, what I often do is then I find an expert in the field, and then I ask them to write the book review. Book reviews are very brief. Usually we give the author a very concise guide of how it's put together. In the book review, you're just featuring the highlights of the book, which can be found usually in the foreword or the preface of the book. You don't really need to read word for word the entire book, but you summarize the qualities of the book, the main features of the book, the intended audience of the book. Book reviews are usually written in a very positive tone. It's really not a time to slam a book and say it's written poorly or it has bad illustrations. You usually in a book review find something very positive to say about the book. So feel free to contact editors of journals where you see book reviews published and volunteer to be a book reviewer. And as I mentioned in our previous module, serving as a manuscript reviewer I found to be one of the best ways to improve my own writing and to learn to be a better writer. Once you critique enough papers, you really begin to understand how to organize your thoughts, how to have flow in a paper, how to incorporate headings and tables and figures. So another great way to get started in publishing is to critique other people's work.